Hi, everybody. Today I'm going to speak about one of the most important issues in graduation exams for Attestat exams and also which are also used in SAT exams. Some of these questions might also be used in SAT exams and also in IGCSE model. So there are some questions which are similar to that model. So it might be, in general, our lessons might be relevant or useful, not only for graduation test exam takers and also for other people also. Now let's start. I'm going to focus on several issues here on several exam questions. Let's start from definition of absolute value. So what's the absolute value? Actually, in order to explain what is the absolute value, we are going to take some, let's say, number one. Let's suppose this is our number one with origin zero. Zero is the origin, and we know that below zero we have got the negative numbers, and above zero we have the positive numbers. So actually we have here positive numbers on the right and negative numbers on the left, which are smaller than positive numbers. So if we have here, for example, number 5, we know that by reflection, we also have here the number -5. So the thing here is that the distances between 0 and 5 and 0 and -5, they are equal. So these distances are equal. So if I start to walk from here, from 0, I am going to make 5 steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps, and I will come here. And if I go from 0 to back force, again, I'm going to make 5 steps. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter I go in the positive direction or negative direction. In all cases, I'm going to get +5. So this +5 actually is the distance from points -5 and from points also 5. So this is the distance from point 5 to 0 and from point -5 to 0. This is the idea of the module. So module A actually should be understood as in mathematics. Also in deeper advanced mathematics, it's introduced as the norm. There is a term norm in advanced mathematics. For real set, this norm is kind of the module absolute value. So we learned that absolute value of negative number -2.8 is again positive number, and also absolute value of positive number, positive 2.8 would be 2.8, because the main reason for that is that they explain the distances between the two numbers, the distance of the number to 0. Now let's do some relevant exercises. So module absolute value of 5.3 minus 7.8. So we should do first start from the solution inside. So 5.3 minus 7.5 is actually, it is minus 2.5. So we know that module 2 minus 2.5 is going to be 2.5. So it's positive 2.5. Let's see here some other type of module absolute value problems. You can see that we have such a question, under root 3 minus 2 plus minus under root 3 plus 2. So we need to calculate this absolute value expression. How we can do this? First of all, guys, we need to be clear about the inside the absolute value. Is it the positive number or negative number? Because our result will depend on what is inside here. So actually, you can see here that under root 3 is less than 2. How we can be sure? Because 2 is actually under root 4. So we know that 2 is under root 4. So obviously under root 3 is less than under root 4. So in this case, this expression is negative expression. Now let's come back here. Under root 3 plus 2. It's positive because under root 3 is positive and 2 is positive. So obviously under root 3 is plus 2 will be positive. So how we can simplify it? In order to simplify this expression, we look in the first module, first absolute value. So here we said that it is minus because under root 3 is less than 2. And when we subtract from under root 3, 2, we are going to get negative number. So obviously it is negative number. So it's going to be, but we know from module, we will never get negative number. So in order to assure everything correct, so we are going to do 2 minus negatives under root 3. So if we write 2 minus under 3, we will guarantee this as positive. Minus, we said that positive number gives us positive module. So it's going to be anyway 2 minus under root 3. We expand the brackets, under root minus under root 3 minus 2. These two we cancel and we get minus 2 under root 3. So we continue with other exercises also, which are seemingly here for which needs to take attention individually. So absolute value of x equals to negative x. We need to find such x's which guarantee this expression. In this case, we have to look at x. Again, as I said before, it is necessary to be sure what type of number is x. Is it negative number or is it positive number? So this is kind of the things that we need to make sure. Let's suppose that it is positive number, but we just give our consideration. So let's suppose it's a positive number. In this case, it's positive 5 should be equal to negative 5. So the question is, can it be correct? Of course not, because module we said that never will be negative. So this idea that it is positive, it falls down. Now let's consider the negative number. Let's take module absolute value negative 5 equals to minus 5. Let's check the correctness. Absolute value of negative 5 equals negative 5. So negative makes it positive 5. So everything is correct. You see, a module negative 5 is equal to 5. Then it is correct. So actually, we got that here x should be negative numbers. So also it's kind of negative infinity to 0. So then we are going to include 0 also, because for 0, module 0 is negative 0. So it's correct. It's always 0. Let's do another of these calculations. So another one of, again, under root 5 minus 2.5 plus under root 5 minus 2. So again, we have to be very clear about the inside of the module. As I said before, is it the positive number or negative number? This makes sense. So in this case, we have to analyze if under root 5 is less than or greater than 2.5. Let's see. 2.5 is actually under root 6.25. Then under root of 5 is less than this number because 5 is less than 6.25. Then obviously it is negative. Let's turn to here. Under root 5 is greater than 2 because 2 is under root 4. So under root 5 is greater. So this means that this number is positive. Anyway, from here, what we get from here, we said, if you remember in the previous one, we said that if we have the negative number inside the module, we are definitely going to put in front negative number because negative makes positive, and from module we cannot get negative number. So for this case, we are putting as inverse. So this is here, this is here. We change the place. 2.5 minus under root 5 plus, this is the positive number because under root 5 is greater than 2. So it's going to be under root 5 minus 2. So you can see they are cancelled. It's minus under root 5. It's positive under root 5. So we have 2.5 minus 2, which makes the answer 0.5. 0.5. So obviously, it is going to be enough for today about the absolute values. We are going to extend this idea to more questions in our next video. So do not forget to watch us, and also to follow us, subscribe, and do not forget to like. Thank you very much. See you in our next video.